Okay, welcome to Slither.io. It's very similar to Agario, but you're a snake. So we're going to play this a little bit. Alright. Oh. So the aim of this game, for anyone who has not played this game or played Agario, is to essentially become the biggest, in this case, biggest snake out of everyone in the lobby. It is a online multiplayer game. You can see on the right hand side of the screen there's a leaderboard that shows the top 10 people in the server and what their current size is. So obviously the top person's current size is just over 20,000 and my current size is 154. So you kind of get an idea of how big some of these other snakes are going to be once we run into them. Now the aim of this game, slightly different to Agario, where the aim was simply just to run into someone else, but you actually have to eat them. So if their head runs into your body, then they die, and if your head runs into their body, then you will die. And you'll just become a bunch of these little floating orbs to be eaten by other people, and they'll get bigger. Or obviously if you kill someone, you're going to get bigger, and you can eat their little orbs. There's also these little floating orbs like that one. I really don't know what that is. I'm not sure. To me, the way they move, there seems like they're almost a character because they move away from other snakes. But at the same time, they don't have names and they don't have any kind of color and they don't seem to grow. So I don't really know exactly what that is. It's probably just an orb that's programmed to try to not be eaten. All right. Oh, there's a big snake. Oh, and wow, that would have been a quick way to end our first playthrough, just right up the arse of a snake that I'm looking at. I feel like I like the background. Like if you played Agario, as the black screen background, that's pretty much, well, not exactly the same as this, but it's very similar to what the sort of aesthetic of this game looks like. Man, look at these guys. I feel like I'm definitely going to get eaten very, very quickly. Like, you saw that little guy just before. He was almost going to just destroy me, fuck me up. And there was nothing I was going to be able to do about it. I know that there's a really big guy up to the left. Oh, look at that little colourful one. So I'm going to try to avoid him because I feel like he'll just fuck me up. But, that's like two little rainbow guys. Not going to have any skins. Okay, so that's what you do. What I just did there, I sort of used my little speed boost ability, which does drop you in size, like you use little bits of you to do that. But, like that, you sort of create a little trail. And see, with this guy, I can eat his trail. So sometimes, you could literally just follow someone around, if they're not very bright, and just eat all of their stuff. Oh, fuck. I feel like this guy's trying to go me. Not happening, buddy. Not fucking happening. So essentially, I would say the easiest way to get a kill if you're really long is just to surround someone. So if you can loop around them, then you've got a pretty good chance of trapping them. And once you've got them trapped, so long as you don't break that loop, then there's just no way to get out for them. And they'll just keep going around in circles inside you until eventually you just close in on them like a constrictor, like a snake. And then they're dead. But I don't know, what size are we at the moment? So I think I will pretty much typically, in my experience with this game... Oh, no! I was going to say get to almost about 1,000 and then die, but I actually died just then. So that's okay. New start. Purple snake. I'm not going to change the name. I'm not going to try to come up with stupid names. I did in Agario come up with different names just to see how people would react. That's interesting. I feel like that guy just spat out a little one. Maybe that just happened to spawn while he was spinning around in circles, but I'm not sure if there's a way to do that. Alright. That's another good point. Is in Agario you could... Oh, whoa! That was very close. I absolutely should have died just then.
Oh, whoa.
That was like, we both pretty much must have hit each other very, very similar in time. But I suppose I was like half a second. Like, he hit me half a second earlier than I was about to eat his asshole. So I guess that's okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so in Agario, I know that you could split into two pieces. That was your way of like shooting out, which I guess is the same as like the boost in this. But I don't think you can break yourself into like two snakes, and I feel like that would probably get way too confusing because you'd have to deal with both of your tails and trying not to like get fucked up in two places. But it would be interesting to see if they could find a way to make that happen. What are we at the moment? So we died last time. We died at like 800 and something. Now we're at 500 now. So interesting to see what size we get to. Like I said, I think I'll pretty much get to like just over 1,000 basically, and then fucking got eat. All right, so now with the orange worm, I've never really got more than 1,000 sort of points in size. I'll just get fucked up straight away when I pretty much get to that point. I think just because like you're so bigger. It's really, really quick. You just come across some little guy, he'll just shoot around you and fuck you up. So I wonder if this guy wants to play. Do you want to play? Want to play? Want to play, little one? Come on. Oh, you thought you got me. You thought you got me. You didn't get me. I got you sucked in. It's the one thing is like if you're too close to the orb, you can't really pick it up because you just end up like circling around it and looking like a fucking idiot. Which I do a lot. I don't know. Maybe no one else does that. I definitely do. Oh, eat him up. Eat him all the way up. So this is the other thing about this game is you can really quickly change it. So I basically went from tiny as shit, died a second ago. Now this orange worm is the largest that you guys have seen. We're at 1,100. So this is the biggest worm that we've been in this playthrough, basically. So that's how quick it is. If you find a guy, one guy has to fuck up, and then you can go from being this tiny little speck to actually being, almost a player in the game. That said, to get to to hit the leaderboard, basically I need to be 8 times bigger than what I am. I think this game is probably a little bit skill, but a big bit luck, and the hope that whoever you're playing against is, stupid. And obviously, the longer you get, the better chance. Like I'm huge now, so if I did come across someone small, it wouldn't be, unthinkable that I could just loop around them and then they'd be fucked. Just showing, I feel like I'm not seeing as many people as I would normally see. Where, all right, if you look down in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, there's actually a little map, which is different, I think, to Agario. I'm not sure that there was a map, because I think you would just run into the borders if you went too far. So I suppose in this, there probably is a border. I haven't actually hit it before. Yeah, look at these pieces. That guy's going really slow. I don't know if you must go slower the bigger that you get. Oh, so this is a bit concerning because I just went from not being around anyone to being around a lot of... Oh, fuck. Fuck, I don't know what that is. Get away from there. That guy looked like he could easily loop around me, and I don't want that. I don't want to die. So this is absolutely the biggest I've ever been in this game. Now at 2,000 points, it's 8,000 to make the leaderboard. I have no ambition of getting to the top of the leaderboard in this game because I know from playing Agario that that's fucked up. I think the highest I've probably gotten is, I don't know, maybe like 4th or 5th place. But I'll show you. Like I said, we're so big now that if we wanted to just fuck this purple guy up, we could do that with absolutely no problem whatsoever. And he seems like he's dropped into this tiny little ball, which kind of tells me he doesn't really know much about playing the game, because you'd think if you did, you would understand the last thing to do is to drop into a ball that quickly. And he's dead. And that's what happens. That's how you destroy the little guy. I really want to get like a friend in on this game and actually play with someone, because when you start like getting together, it'd be interesting. Like I know in Agario, because you kind of, if you know what color they are and you see their name in the middle of them, it'll probably be easy to not probably, it's quite easy to actually like work together as a team. Oh, that's what the edge looks like. Oh, it's just red. I don't know if hitting that kills you, and I'm not going to try. Maybe if I'm a little bit really tiny, when I die next, I'll just do that as a little experiment. See what happens when you hit the wall. Yeah, if that just fucks you up straight away. So it looks like the leaderboard's gone back up to 10,000, where it was 8,000 before. So I suppose I still have a way to go. I honestly expect that I'm going to make a mistake before I reach the leaderboard. I don't see myself getting to the leaderboard in like at all in this video. I expect I'm going to get completely fucked up. So we're just going to go and eat what we can. You know, if we come across any guys that we can bully, we'll bully them. But aside from that, we're basically just, you know, going to go for a little picnic of little pieces. This is we are long now. We are big. This is, as I said before, the largest I'd gotten before was like 1,000. So we are most definitely the largest snake that I've been in this game. And oh look, there's one of those bigger ones. So again, we're in an area where there's really not much going on. Another big one. Woo! Oh, that was a mistake. A mistake. I made a mistake. You know what? I think that's going to be the end of this. I feel like if I play another round, I'm not going to get to that point. So that's my top score now is 3,206. So try playing it. See if you can beat me. You'll probably beat me in half a second. But see how you go. 3,206. Bye.